Hello, and welcome to Kicking Trees, Canada's premier comic book podcast. I'm Carter,
I'm Xander.
and today we're discussing Superman 2025. This is going to be a full spoiler review in the back half, but we'll let you know before we go full spoilery. So now, important question. Is this the best Superman movie of all time?
Without a doubt, yeah.
Now, we did just shotgun all the theatrical live-action Superman movies, and you can confidently say that?
I can.
Yeah, I can.
None of them were really that good. This could have been like a generally okay movie, and it possibly would have been the best Superman movie out.
Yes.
But it was better than okay, in my opinion.
I liked that everyone paid their light bills, and
Yes.
that they were saturated.
I could see what was happening. That
Oh,
was
that's
cool.
beautiful, yeah.
Every fight, I wasn't wondering where everyone was.
He didn't fight a big gray blob at the end.
No, that's nice as well.
And then in superhero movies, they usually cap off with a big blue beam in the sky. This one had something similar with, was that even a spoiler? With the fissure in space-time? Oh, made it spoiler.
That might be a spoiler.
JK, that doesn't happen.
No.
What do you think of the casting for everyone?
I think every single cast member was perfect in my eyes. I don't have a single issue with any of the cast members.
I thought Rachel Brosnahan was a fantastic Lois Lane.
They were all great casting. She was exceptional though. Like, she was especially
Yeah,
perfect.
she was a good stand-up for me. And I don't know what she normally sounds like because I haven't seen her or anything else. Was she doing like a slight Margot Kidder voice to you?
I didn't think about it. I didn't see it or I hear that either. I don't know. Why do you think that?
The way she was saying Clark sounded so familiar. Like her voice saying Clark.
I can see what you're saying now because Margot Kidder did have a weird dialect sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something was going on, but I liked it a lot. And then Nicholas Hoult was perfect as well.
He was a great Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor just being cartoonishly evil.
Yeah.
I loved that.
That was great. That was also like the older Superman movies with the Christopher Reeve one. He was cartoonishly evil in that, but it was just a better movie this time, so it was overall great.
And this one actually had like a lot of just evil stuff happening.
Yeah, it did.
He's just doing a lot of evil and
It was cartoonishly evil and just actually evil stuff.
yeah.
Good mixture.
The Gene Hackman Luthor, he was cartoonishly evil, but they didn't often show his evil deeds.
No,
And this
he was
one-
just cartoonishly evil.
yes. This Luthor, he had his cartoonishly evil deeds
Yeah,
to go along with it.
and when you show it, it seems actually evil.
you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, when you just hear about it in the older movies, you're like, that's funny.
So Ma and Pa Kent in this one, I liked Pa Kent a lot, and how he was like a big crybaby, mushy guy. They called him Big Mush and everything because that shows like he's just a man of massive empathy.
Yeah, he's got
Right.
he was raised by this man who's crying all
Yes.
the time. Yeah,
And like the crying all the time, that's not weak. It's just because he's feeling.
yeah, he's a big mush.
He's a big mush. He's a big feeler.
He wasn't a grumpy old man saying you have to let children and myself die.
Yeah, he wasn't psychotic like that. He was empathetic. So that makes sense because everyone's like, why would Superman want to help people? Blah, 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 blah. Well, he was raised by that guy, and that guy wants everyone to be good and to help each other and whatever.
And usually I think a writer would make it so the mom is more like that.
But no, he needs it from that masculine
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah, I liked that so much more.
Yes, that was good stuff.
Yeah.
Another great thing is how lived in the world felt. Because in the previous ones, when Superman is doing like a non-Superman stuff, it feels irresponsible because he's the only superhero in his world.
Yeah.
So he's just, by not doing Superman stuff, he's letting bad things happen, people die and whatever.
Yeah.
And then they made a point in this one at one point.
They
when
do address it, yeah.
he lets the Justice League handle, or the Justice Gang.
Yeah.
He lets them handle some stuff because there are other heroes.
And then he takes a look at the threat, he's like, yeah, they're fine with that.
They got that. I
Yeah.
can
I can
have
rest.
some time.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. Because then in Marvel movies, everyone's always like, where was so-and-so during this? And whatever.
Yeah. You just gotta say they're dealing with something.
They have their own things going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I liked how much the Daily Planet cast got to do.
Jimmy Olsen had more screen time than ever.
Probably more than all the previous Jimmy Olsens combined.
Probably, yeah. Well, that one Jimmy Olsen got shot in the head within 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And I liked him as Jimmy Olsen as well. He was a great Jimmy Olsen.
They did make him a bit older, and I think he was an actual reporter instead of a photographer.
Oh, yeah, I think so too.
Because that always just works kind of better
Yeah.
when adapting. Because
He needs a reason to do things.
yeah, exactly. And then otherwise, it's adult Superman is best friends with this borderline child.
Yeah, that's not
And
great.
no, it's hard to adapt that.
Yeah, it's hard to do without spoilers.
Yeah, okay. We're doing spoilers now.
It's hard to talk about without spoilers. We need spoilers.
At one point, when they're in the Hall of Justice, which I thought was a fun inclusion, they just had that right away.
Yeah.
When someone, I think it was Lois, when it's talking and it's close up on her head, in the background, they have a big mural of the JSA. Did you see that?
No, I
Yeah,
did not.
They do.
Who was in there?
I saw Wildcat for sure,
Oh,
which clicked me in, and I didn't get it for sure on anyone else. But
that's really fun though.
yeah, that's
I
good
love
stuff.
that.
Because the world's lived in.
Yeah.
The Justice Society already existed.
Also, to go with lived in, I liked how Superman and Lois were already dating when the movie started.
Yeah, we don't need the will they, won't they?
Yeah, we know they're going to get together.
Yeah.
And then also just makes it better for how much they care about each other and if they love each other or not. Like sometimes in other movies, a superhero love interest will be like, I love you so much. And I'm like, you met 2 days ago. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Do you really
You
love
don't
him?
love you.
Yeah. But they'd known each other for a while already. So yeah, they could love each other easily.
And they had the Cooper Scooper playing Jor-El.
Bradley Cooper.
Who?
First name Bradley, last name Cooper.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The Cooper Scooper.
Yeah.
Continuing the proud tradition of stunt casting Jor-El.
Yeah. Also, Jor-El, perfect amount of screen time for Jor-El this time.
Yeah.
He had just the message.
Because you famously hate Jor-El.
I hate Jor-El doing more than he has to do in a movie.
Yeah, Jor-El's...
He doesn't have to be
Mm.
doing anything but deliver the message to Superman.
Yeah, he's a non-factor.
Yeah. And that's all he did in this movie, and it was perfect for me. I didn't want
Yeah.
to see any more of Jor-El, and that's how much I got.
Because they skipped all Superman origin things.
Yeah.
Because we don't need to see... In fact, we don't see any hero origin in this.
I know, I loved that. I never want to see Superman's origin again.
They did a good job of trusting the audience will know what's up.
I think James Gunn even said no one ever has to see Superman or Batman's origin again.
Well, it wasn't even those two. Like, they didn't show Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, or Green Lantern.
They just kind of, they're superheroes.
Yeah, you don't need to know more about them other than their power.
No, like maybe Guy Gardner will get more in the Lantern show, but he doesn't have to either.
And his origin's so messy, like, it doesn't even matter.
Also, with Green Lanterns, it's easy. You just get the ring at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think this Hawkgirl is from Thanagar, but they don't say that.
No, they don't.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You don't need to know right now.
Also, each of the Justice Gang were really great.
They were.
They each got something to do, and they weren't useless. They were like great supporting characters.
Hawkgirl. Okay, we're talking spoilers now.
Yeah,
And Hawkgirl went into the country, a foreign country, and killed the president.
I loved that.
That's wild. That's wild.
Oh, he was starting wars. That was an awesome scene.
That was, and I like that it will apparently have repercussions on later things. Because at the end of this, that one guy was saying to Rick Flag Sr., I'm glad you support the supers because they control everything now.
Yeah,
So I don't know what they're going to do with that.
they might be outlawing superheroes.
Maybe. Like they'll have Amanda Waller come in and do stuff, but who knows?
I've also seen James Gunn say he has plans in place, but he can't say it out loud in case someone steals it. And I assume he's talking about Marvel. And if they're outlawing superheroes, that's Devil's Reign story from Marvel. So he might want to adapt that before they do.
Do you think Marvel would ever adapt a Devil's Reign?
I think their Daredevil stuff is close to it at all times because Kingpin became the mayor and stuff in Born Again.
Daredevil's so TV. He doesn't have the other heroes showing up, really.
You haven't watched Born Again.
Who does he have showing
In
up
the end of Born
Is
Again,
Jessica Jones,
Kingpin is
maybe?
winning. And then he has to, it ends with him saying he's got to find an army because Kingpin is outlawing superheroes.
But then they show the army, and it's just a bunch of cops.
Do
and
they show the
friends.
army?
He goes back to that bar they always hang out
Oh,
in.
that's not going to be his whole army.
You don't think that's the army?
He's going to gather other people.
You think they're going to have anyone outside of the Netflix Defenders on the Daredevil show?
Maybe not, but that'll still be a Devil's Reign adaptation if they want it to
It'll
be.
be a lame Devil's Reign. It'll be Devil's
James
lame.
Gunn just shouldn't even care because they won't do it well.
Yeah.
I also liked his parents' message being not what it normally is.
A like slight plot twist
Yeah.
that it was malevolent.
Yeah. They want Superman to do evil things instead.
Oh my god.
And he just didn't get the rest of the message.
Oh my god.
I liked that a lot.
I saw a lot of people online saying that plot twist was obvious and they saw it from like the beginning. They saw it coming from early on in the movie. And it's like, good for you.
Yeah.
Like
I did not see that coming.
it is still a movie that kids have to enjoy too.
Yeah. I also just like it because it's like he's doing it on his own now. He doesn't need his alien parents to say you
Yeah.
have to be a good person.
He's not doing it out of obligation now.
Yeah.
It frees him to be more of his own agent.
And then it was a really nice scene in the end when he played the family memories instead of his alien
Yeah.
memories.
He has a little character arc about what he cares about.
Yeah. Also, having like a personal character arc for the hero was great stuff because often their character arc is defeating the bad guy.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Did you notice Otis was in this?
No, I did not.
Luthor had one helper in his little tech squad there. It was a larger black guy.
And his name was Otis?
His name was Otis.
Oh my god.
And
Eve.
contributed to the plot.
She was like a
She was
pretty
vital.
big part.
I also found that it was funny that this Lex Luthor, like previous movie Lex Luthor's, it was all a land game.
Oh yeah.
He wanted, what was he calling the Luthor country?
Luthoria?
Luthor.
It was something like that. I don't know if that's exactly it, but yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't beachfront property though, so Luthor having an online cult that worships him, that was good stuff.
That makes sense.
And
That would
then-
happen.
When they go to that pocket dimension that Lex Luthor created, and then there's all those trained monkeys typing things out online.
That was funny.
That was
too.
so funny.
Just shitting on Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think that was a jab at all the online haters?
I kind of do.
I think it was.
Yeah,
'Cause-
because they were right on James Gunn from the start. They didn't
They
even
were.
care what was happening.
Mhm.
Yeah,
'Cause it's also like, why?
yeah.
Just enjoy things.
I also really liked that pocket universe area and how I wasn't super colorful, but it had certain aspects of colorful and it went together really well. It was fun to be in.
Mhm.
Yeah, and also when he was getting sucked into the black hole, it was just a beautiful looking scene because of all the flying purple things around him.
That pool of jelly.
Yeah, that was fun. Also, I felt for him not being able to get out of there. I was like, I need you to get out of there. It was like a tense situation in my
scared?
head. I was
Oh,
really
no.
scared.
For a moment, I thought Crypto was going to get sucked into there.
That was scary. I was concerned for Crypto throughout whenever he got hurt or anything.
I liked how much Crypto was in this movie.
He helped so much.
And he was vital to the plot.
He was vital to the plot. He could have so easily been like a useless Olaf character.
He could have been, but was not.
No,
And I did not see that coming.
no,
I
me
thought that was
neither.
fun.
He could have just been comic relief.
I like that Lex Luthor had that whole geek squad
Yeah, I liked that
and he
too.
was managing. And I really did want to see him in the power armor.
That could come later.
Yeah, it could come later, but it also works better that he's not like strong per se.
Yeah.
That he doesn't go out there himself, I think was part of it. What they were trying to
Oh, because he
showcase.
doesn't do anything. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And then there was that one tech lackey that kept being like, I don't agree with this. Luthor, the one with the glasses and mustache.
Yeah.
I'm shutting this down right now. But then he never did it.
Yeah.
And I think Mr. Terrific coming in and he's like, I can help. And Mr. Terrific was like, I don't need your help.
That
I thought that was good
Yeah.
because he was objecting to Lex Luthor's actions, but he was doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
Still.
He could have stopped it
He could
throughout
have.
the entire movie, but he just didn't.
And then he tried to give himself a little redemption and everything was shaken up and changed already, but no.
And
Mr.
Mr.
Terrific
Turk's like,
shut
you
him
don't
down.
deserve that.
No, he does. I like that as well because he was standing by and doing nothing.
Mr. Terrific was especially awesome, I thought.
He was
as
so
well.
cool.
That fight scene he had with Lois in the bubble and that song playing.
Probably the best fight scene in the movie.
They could have been, yeah, that was awesome. And I liked Metamorpho a lot as well. And that scene where he's trapped with Metamorpho and Lex Luthor's playing Russian roulette with that civilian who left Superman.
That was so intense.
That was awesome
and
stuff.
so evil.
And I didn't expect him to just
Actually-
be shot in the head like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just killing a civilian like
I
that?
thought they were going to go a little easier on him, but no.
that was ballsy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, especially with it just being a civilian.
Yeah. And I liked Lex being like, I did not think it would be 2 tries. Like, yeah. Russian roulette should be longer than that.
He's just an evil fella.
Yeah.
He's so evil. And then he has that secret prison where he has ex-girlfriends even.
Yeah.
He's such an evil guy.
He's just an evil, evil man.
And then when he puts Miss Tessbacher in there
Yeah.
because she was sending flirty pictures
It
to
wasn't
Jimmy
even
Olsen,
because of the plans or anything.
No,
All
he
he knew
didn't see
about
that
were
at
the
all.
flirty pictures. Yeah.
'cause he was a jealous boyfriend. I thought that was super funny. Also, I thought it was funny that because Lex Luthor, he was dating Miss Tessmacher, right?
Yeah.
And she was attractive enough and good enough for Lex Luthor, but not for Jimmy Olsen.
No.
His standards are higher because it wasn't her personality per se. He didn't like. He made a big deal not about not liking her toes.
Right. Yeah. What in his contacts, she was called Mutant Toes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Olsen, he's too shallow for her.
He was quite the ladies' man
He
in
was.
this movie.
Which Jimmy Olsen is traditionally quite the ladies' man.
Is he purposely charming or accidentally charming usually?
I think he's accidentally charming usually.
I think this one was just a charming guy somehow.
Okay,
I
sure,
don't
probably.
know. I didn't see it myself. He didn't charm me really. I didn't want to be with him, but he was a fun guy.
Part of Jimmy Olsen lore that was kind of in this that I like is that Jimmy Olsen and Lex Luthor are rivals in a different way. It doesn't come up very often.
Yeah.
But if you recall Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen by Matt Fraction,
Yeah.
and I believe this is normal canon as well. The Olsens are old money in Metropolis.
I did not know that.
So he's wealthy, and then they have a rivalry with the Luthors, who are also sometimes old money in Metropolis. But sometimes Lex Luthor is from Smallville and not old money. So I don't know. Lex Luthor has multiple origins.
Yeah, that's troubling. Also, Lois, was perfectly involved in the story as well. Like, she helped in her own way. It wasn't some dumb thing where she has to swim underwater and drown while getting a kryptonite spear. Like,
And she
Amy
had a
Adams
news story.
was involved, and
Yeah.
she was like, she should have died many times and stuff, and it was stupid that a human would be this involved. Like, she wasn't actually helping. This Lois Lane had a story to write and everything, and she just actually did help in her own way, and it was plausible for Lois Lane.
Exposing some sort of truth is such an obvious way
Yeah,
for
what
Lois to contribute.
What an easy journalist story to make in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, not for her to write, surely, but to have the film move.
Yeah.
is right into
I mean,
there.
like, yeah, just to give Lois Lane a story, why not just make it a
Yeah,
journalist
and
story?
it's like a relevant thing,
Yeah.
exposing Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
'Cause-
And also her convincing Mr. Terrific to help with Superman being trapped. That was pretty helpful. And her flying the T-jet around. It wasn't like too involved, but it was still a fun amount of involved.
Mhm.
Did you see the belt buckles on the T ship were T's as well?
No, I didn't see that.
I
That's
like that.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's committed.
He is. Also,
And-
he just looked so cool.
He did look very cool. I like how they did his T mask.
Yeah.
Because normally on the toy too, it's like a flat surface, so it looks like it's painted on.
Yeah.
But this one, you could see some depth to it.
Yeah, it was like plastic except for his mouth, so he could move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he has lipstick on, I guess. But
Yeah.
then, like it's raised off his skin, so it looks like an actual thing.
Yeah. And Guy Gardner was a perfect Guy Gardner.
I like
Nathan Fillion.
his main construct was flipping off.
That was hilarious. And also, he was just such a dick immediately. He just perfectly encapsulated the character.
What do you think of Hawkgirl's bird cry screams?
I thought that was fun. It made her scary. If I was fighting and that person came flying at me,
I'd be shooting my pet. And then I liked that because they all kill the Justice Gang kills that giant kaiju, and Superman wants to save its life.
I like that too.
And Superman doesn't change their mind on anything; they're still willing to kill.
No, yeah, he
Cause-
just gets them to help.
Yeah, because they're set in their ways, and that's fine.
Yeah,
They can have differing ways of doing things.
I liked that too. It's not like this is the right way to do it.
No, he didn't give them some sort of lesson or anything.
No, you got to help.
Mm-hmm. And now, without mentioning specific wars and whatever, did you notice how political this was?
It was extremely.
And I'm so surprised Warner Bros. Let them do that.
I loved it.
I loved that as well.
Yeah,
But
all the war stuff was just entirely
it
political.
was so real world politics.
Yeah.
It's like an obvious allegory thing happening.
Also, did you like right before Guy Gardner saved them from the war starting? That soldier was fully about to shoot that kid in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Marvel movies are so apolitical, they would never touch that.
Even in Captain America, they didn't
Even-
even show Nazis or anything.
No,
Yeah.
and what the hell was that? Yeah, in the first Captain America, why are they primarily fighting Hydra goons?
I don't. Yeah, Nazis could have been in there as well.
Or were they afraid to offend the Nazis?
Yeah.
Yes, or something. What, like, just okay. What's
Yeah,
your...
that's like a main time where Nazis could just easily be in.
Uh-huh. And then with that as well, was it so they could use Hydra on like t-shirts and whatever?
Because also that's just kind of weird
That's
as well.
just so messed up. Hydra are Nazis.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Yeah, it's just Disney's apoliticalness. And everyone's like, Disney's woke now. They're not.
No.
They're apolitical.
Yeah.
Hardcore. They just like having women leads
Yeah.
sometimes.
They don't really get involved.
No, people think they're woke because they have woman leads and sometimes minority creators.
They have some representation, is all.
Yeah, but no, they're
But
not.
not
woke.
even that much.
They're still pretty conservative leaning in what's happening in their movies.
Yeah.
Like that Brave New World was pretty heavily a military commercial still
Yeah. There were some racial things in there, though.
in Brave New World.
Yeah. Between Sam and the older Captain America, Isaiah.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. It was a very small part.
It was more in Falcon and Winter Soldier,
That's true, actually. Yeah.
and it was barely in there.
And then it all got drowned out by Red Hulk in the end, anyway.
Yeah. So
But Superman.
Superman. And I thought Millie Alcock, that was a fun little Supergirl
Oh my
bit.
god, I completely forgot. Like, I heard rumors of her being in it. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
By
I
the
did
time
too.
I was seeing the movie. It was a nice surprise.
In a Marvel movie, I think that would have been the post-credit scene.
Yeah,
That was
you're right.
that was a post-credit scene equivalent. So like,
Just for 30 seconds, though, I loved her as Supergirl.
yeah, I did too. And then it perfectly set up the Woman of Tomorrow's story.
Yeah, it did.
Because now we don't need an explanation for why she's on a different planet getting drunk.
No.
That's just what she does.
Yeah. I also like Crypto playing with her so hard they cracked the floor and everything. That
Yeah.
was funny.
And then it shows that Supergirl has some issues going on.
Yeah. And it also shows why Crypto was the way he was all movie. Like, he
Because
just
it's-
misbehaved. And
Because there are no bad dogs.
No.
Only bad owners.
He almost killed Lex Luthor.
That was really funny too.
And Superman's little speech to Lex before that happened was a nice understanding of Superman as well.
It was.
Very well done.
And another issue I saw people were having is Superman was able to get hurt in this.
I liked that a lot.
I like that he was able to get hurt. And
He lost a lot of battles.
And he did. And he was often like slightly depowered from something. Like,
Yeah.
They had reasons for it.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't just a wimp. He just
No.
was losing because of other factors.
When he had the kryptonite poisoning in that jail cell, he looked disgusting.
Oh my,
That
I
was
really
gross.
liked that. Yeah, he was suffering, like clearly suffering.
He was. Because normally, I'm not going to fault the Christopher Reeve one where he just kind of looks sick.
Yeah, that one is, they're old, so they couldn't do much more about it.
What did he look like in the Snyder movies when Kryptonite was around?
Did it even happen that much? Like, was he ever overly exposed to it?
Batman had that spear right in front of him.
Oh, I think he just looked beaten up, but that's because Batman just kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
He just kind of got weaker.
It didn't have a visual cue.
No, the visual really helped. Like, he looked so gross.
Yeah, he was bad to look at.
Yeah. I also liked when Metamorpho stopped the kryptonite and he had to make a little sun thing.
That was a good showcase to Metamorpho's powers.
Yeah, it made him quite powerful looking. Like, it really showed how much he can do. And I liked Krypto eating the T-spheres in the Pocket Universe, and then it paid off in the end with him eating the Lex Luthor cameras.
Good little setup.
Yeah, that was. Because at first, him eating the T-spheres, I'm like, that's just a dumb joke. Sure.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And then it paid off.
Oh, and then the Superman clone, Ultraman.
Lex had his little goon squad going there.
Yeah. What'd you think of Ultraman and Engineer?
So I haven't actually read any Wildstorm comics, but you have. So
yeah.
I'm going to defer to you on the Engineer. How was that?
I really liked her.
Okay.
Like, she's mainly an Authority member, I'm quite sure. Well, like, the Authority is pretty morally gray with most matters they deal with. They don't mind doing some bad stuff to do some good, and they don't mind killing and everything. So her being with Lex is understandable. And then when Superman was trying to talk both her and Ultraman down from working with Lex, I thought that was going to shift her opinion a bit, but then they got into the fight a little too much.
I like that it didn't shift her opinion
immediately. It didn't work. I liked that as well.
He didn't do top no jutsu at all in this movie.
Yeah, he tried, but it just they were in the middle of the fight, so it wasn't going to work out. But I think that could have worked on her eventually. It just didn't. But even if it did work on her, she wouldn't have shifted into being like Superman. She would have been more like Hawkgirl, I think.
They were called Planet Watch in this.
Yeah.
I think they should have just stuck with calling them Stormwatch.
Yeah, you think they are just trying to be Stormwatch? That's what I was thinking.
I think that it was supposed to be Stormwatch, and then they will just be the Authority.
Also, the Authority's base of operations is in the Bleed, which I think...
Oh, that pocket I mentioned was basically the Bleed.
I think Lex Luthor made the Bleed, yeah.
And
also, Superman took down Engineer, forgot about her to fight Ultraman for a while, and it was splitting right where Engineer was. I think she fell into the Bleed.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because they didn't mention her again after she was taken down.
Okay.
So I think she fell into the Bleed, and that's going to be some sort of Authority setup.
That's not technically what the Bleed is, but I do feel that is going to be the Bleed.
I really think so as well.
I think you're onto something there.
And then maybe she could somehow gather other Authority members in there.
So I was fairly certain that Ultraman was going to be a Superman clone.
Yeah.
But then I had like a little inkling in my head. I was like, what if we make him Apollo real quick? Just like say he's a brainwashed Apollo or something.
Yeah, but it was better he was a Superman clone in the end. As soon as he was able to open the fortress, I thought, that's a Superman
there
clone.
we go. But
yeah. He probably fell into the Bizarroverse.
Through the black hole?
Yeah.
So you think they're going to merge the Bizarro lores?
I think so. Well, because he wasn't really Bizarro here. He was just a Superman clone, but he could come back as Bizarro because he fell into some Bizarro.
Part of the Superman clone Bizarro is that he degrades over time.
Oh, okay. I guess if he just falls into a black hole, that could happen to him as well. He could be degraded next time.
Like, that's why he starts to look ugly. But so there's two kinds of Bizarros.
Yeah, I guess that's an explanation right there.
Sometimes Bizarro is a clone of Superman, and sometimes he's from an alternate world, the Bizarro world, which is a cube. That's it.
That is all you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just the Engineer was cool when she was cutting up the Superman robots. And also, at the same time, I felt bad for the Superman robots because they were so sweet.
They were just nice little chaps.
Yeah, they were.
Mm-hmm. Kind of messed up. Superman didn't give them names like Gary mentioned at the end.
That is messed up.
That was pretty
When
messed
he was like
up.
4 as a name, I was like, I don't know Superman.
I don't think it is. Especially with them having such defined personalities between them. Like, ooh, Superman.
Yeah.
You can have a robot revolt on your hands.
I think so.
Do you think 4 will become the cyborg Superman?
Maybe. And it's all about just, you should have given me a name.
Yeah, that'd be really funny.
I also liked the final conflict was a really long final conflict, and it was a drawn out battle with Superman and Ultraman, but it wasn't boring because stuff was still happening at the same time. the other Superman films kind of struggled with that. It was just a fight, and then it was a little too long because nothing else was happening.
Like, he still had to stop the fissure from happening.
He had to stop the fissure. There was the war stuff going on. There was his fight
Yeah.
with Ultraman. There was plenty going on.
There was other stakes, whereas like Batman versus Superman, the final thing is we have to kill Doomsday.
And that's it.
And that was it.
Having the fissure and the war happening at the same time, like when he didn't know what to do at first, because he wanted to go to the war, and Mr. Like, there's a fissure in Metropolis right
Yeah,
now.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
And that did do a good job of showing that, yeah, their heroes are still necessary. Superman
Yeah, he
can't
can't
be
do
everywhere and do everything.
Yeah. And it's also a nice theme that Superman often has is he can't save two people at the same time, even though he knows there's two situations that need saving.
Yeah, him having to prioritize because he can hear when
Yeah.
multiple people are in distress. And it's also just a complaint that Superman often gets against him.
Yeah.
It's like, why does he need the rest of the Justice League?
What is he going to do when he's fighting someone and there's other dangerous stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And also just having an evil clone of the main character could easily be done. So easily, but I thought it was greatly done.
Especially because Lex Luthor did it.
Yeah. It makes sense and everything. It wasn't just a stupid reveal.
So now a fault of this clone was that I think Lex Luthor says he didn't have a perfect match for Superman's DNA from the hair or something.
Yeah.
So it was incomplete. Match is the name of Superboy's Bizarro. Then
Oh,
you-
that's what you were saying by it was a reference to Match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
So do you think Lex Luthor, he'll be like, I have to finish this DNA genome, whatever. I'll throw some of my own in there. Here's our baby, Superman.
I do think that.
I don't know how far down the line that would happen.
That would be like a ways down probably. But then also that's just, you think him saying not a perfect match is him directly saying, like just a little reference to the future, him making Superboy?
I think there's no other reason to say why.
Yeah.
Well, I guess to explain the clone being dumb.
Yeah,
But like,
that would be fun. I would
Yeah.
like that.
so where are you putting this on our tier list? The
Uh,
highest currently is Superman 1 and 2 at C.
Wow. I think often I'll watch a new movie and I'll be hyped up about it right after seeing it, and I'll think about it some more over the next few days, and it goes down. This one did not go down for me. I still
Nope.
love it as much. I think it feels wrong to say S for some reason.
I'm giving it an F.
Okay, I like S as well.
Yeah. I'm giving this an S because a Superman movie, it should make you feel good while you're watching it.
Mhm.
And I felt good. I had a good time.
I felt great. I felt hopeful.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Was it like a perfect cinematic masterpiece movie? No, probably not.
but it was a
It
great
did-
Superman.
Exactly. It did everything it wanted to do well.
Yeah.
And I wasn't annoyed at any point.
No,
That's a big part for me.
I was probably happy throughout the whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I wasn't annoyed or bored. So
Yeah.
I'm fine giving this an S.
me too.
All right, there you have it. This has been episode 16 of Kicking Trees. We discussed Superman 2025. We don't know what we're talking next week. Catch you then.
Yeah.